It's raining outside. What am I gonna do with myself in here? Ryan's probably the only person who isn't. I can't sleep. I haven't eaten anything in a while. Maybe I should at least try to nap or something. It's freezing in here. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just ask Aries if I can get some paper, maybe? Or, oh, I wonder if they're gonna let me send any. Let. It's you. What? What are you? Where have you been? Why are you here? How are you here? There's guards out in front. How are you in here? They probably won't let anybody who's not Farius in. Not without. Mm, who told you? Cece, what's going on? Look, how are you in here? You. What? You. You. Oh, great. Felix, Ares, Flint, and you? Honestly, this should be expected. This is just. You. I look with Darius clearly on the winning side. I think it's better you stay with them. I'm telling you this as a friend, not as an enemy. I'm aware of what the Empire can do to people like me and you and to even their own royalty, but please. Some people just have different routes. I've seen someone live and die as both a healer and a fighter. It's okay if you don't know who you are, but just I'm cold and a bit hungry, but I'll make it. I I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Um, hey, it's okay. We It happens. Ferris is very good with their persuasion. So I know. I know. But hey, if you're a part of Farius, maybe we could give Mildred a hello from me.
Greetings.
You are?
I'm Omni. I am returning from afar.
I
All is forgiven. I had heard that you were here. I know who you are, of course.
Which name?
I can't say I expected to find both of you here.
Oh, I'm honestly surprised she's here, but wait, you what?
I know.
You hold on.
I don't know. I didn't lie on purpose, I guess. I didn't know it would go like this. I suppose I should have had higher hopes. Various. homestead. This whole thing wasn't where I foresaw this going. I knew there would be conflict. I knew there'd be, I don't know. I knew not everybody would get along. I didn't think everything would just solve itself, but I can't say I expected anything on this scale.
I'm surprised none of you killed me on the spot, considering how much of a wanted terrorist I am.
Look, I'm not part of Various. I've stood with them for a very, very long time. Longer than most of them know, but doesn't mean I agree with everything they do and hate everybody they hate.
Do you know how long I'm going here?
Sorry?
Do you know how long I'm going to be here?
No.
Shit. I'm assuming they're at least holding me for execution. So
I don't know what they're going to do. I've been away for a long time, and I'm just coming back. But I have been watching. I have been learning. I saw what Seaside's been doing. Ledger. He was a friend of mine. I thought he knew better than this.
Ledger, right? I think I saw him today.
Yes, he was there. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what's right. I still believe all the things I did that led me to support Farius, and but I don't know if it's still right with all the suffering, all the death. I watched both massacres, both fights. It was death. Hawk died, and I know that's not the way this is supposed to go, but also I don't. There's no clear right and wrong.
When, Howard?
Don't know the answer to that.
You
I
made
don't
us in
know the answer
Syria.
to anything. They call me omniscient. I wish I was. Look, you can't do it anymore. I understand that. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do anything that I thought I could before. I don't know where I should stand, where anybody should stand. I know that
Look, just
my
stand to the
actions
side of Hawk.
have caused pain.
Look, you. Hawk was slaughtered out there. And Cece's been tortured, apparently. I think it's obvious who you need to align with, Omni.
I have lived since before Various was even a thing. I watched it grow. I watched it reach its power. I watched emperor after emperor, kings, princes, generals choose between right and wrong. Sometimes they were right, sometimes they were wrong. But I know the people that live in Farius. I know the people behind Farius. I know who makes the decisions. I know why they do what they do. And I know that there's no clear answer. Standing against Farius isn't as simple as just deciding I'm going to fight them because they're evil. It's not that simple.
I wish it was. I can't stand it.
I suppose everywhere you go, there's evil.
doubt that.
Homestead didn't deserve what it got. Homestead wasn't evil. But think about this. If Homestead had just been left alone, if the Empire had spread its power elsewhere, if its reach became great and Homestead was left to its own devices, it would have died. I'm not the only one who's witnessed cultures that didn't deserve it die and then be forgotten because they were left alone, because they can't stand on their own.
Could have stood on our own. It was possible, and I know it was. We just needed to be left alone. We were a place of refuge, and you ferrets ruined it. All you fucking ferrets ruined it.
But if the Empire had left you alone, would have made allies elsewhere, expanded its power elsewhere, consolidated its power, it would have controlled the economy of the archipelago, would have placed tariffs, would have controlled trade. No, Homestead would not have survived on its own. It couldn't have. It would be alone. It would be cut off. Its only neighbor would be an empire. But I can't ignore what it's done. I can't ignore that I've caused so much harm just by giving advice to one person. I can't ignore that Various did what it did to Homestead and the people of Homestead. I don't know.
I stood with Homestead for a reason. I stood up as a leader for the resistance because I
What's ironic?
mm,
A cruel irony, I suppose.
it happens. Hell, I promised Taka a nice glass of cider before he ended up the way he did.
I wish I could understand something. I wish I could understand people. I wish I could understand the way they interact with each other and the lengths they're willing to go for each other. That's something I've lost. I've never understood.
Aren't
As
you?
a figure of power, I've always been removed from people. And I've lived so long that just one occurrence barely makes a difference.
How long have you lived?
I don't know. Does that tell you something?
I, oh, oh God.
Long before Arion, long before Farius.
The Orient Empire started ages ago.
And Farius before that. I remember the tribes of people, the small huddled villages spread across the land that's now the mainland of Farius. I remember their first leader. I remember when they first began to group together. And now look where we are. So vastly different.
I, I
Perhaps that's my problem. I can't just look at this moment as this moment. I keep bringing in all of the memory from all of Farius history into this. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking about that. Maybe it's only that's what's happening right now that matters. I don't know.
Look, could you do me a favor on me and get a book, rather even some ink?
A book, ink. Um, I unfortunately don't have any on me currently. I have paper, but that's it. I can go and try and find some though.
Do you, Caesar? It's got some concerning writing in it, but I'll take it. Ah,
I should carry paper and ink on me. I'm not used to it where I'm from. We carve things. Carve it into the ice or the wood if you're wealthy enough.
hmm.
Spending so much time here, it's interesting learning how common wood is, and where I'm from, it's a sign of wealth.
Odd. Curious.
Nothing but ice and snow, of course.
Uh, aren't you a penguin?
That is accurate.
How long do penguins live?
A typical one, certainly not my lifespan.
What happened to you to make your lips so down?
I don't even know. Though plenty of my citizens have very long lives compared to others.
Noted.
Nature, perhaps, nurture, who knows? I'd like to take all the credit, but that wouldn't quite be fair.
Hmm.
May I ask what you wanted the book and quill for?
Just if they are here to execute me and they're here until I rot, I might as well leave something behind.
Understandable.
Not that I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have too much hope in myself that I'll get out. Hmm. Part of me feels like this is where I belong.
How so?
Others disagree.
What makes you feel like you belong here?
Don't know. Just this sound of a voice in the back of my head.
Have you committed any crimes?
Funny.
Have you killed anybody? Have you given anybody advice and torn their life apart?
Funny.
I think we all deserve prisons. Why do the people who deserve it the least end up in the prisons?
Deserve it the least. Me? You're crazy. I know it's
Understandable.
freezing in here, but you get used to it.
Well, I wanted to come here to say I'm sorry for what it's worth.
It's fine. I I don't even care at this
I also wanted to say I can't just go against Various, but I want to do more to help. Help the people who deserve help.
You don't have to help me, but just you're a man who likes to watch, likes to pay attention, likes to observe, right?
Yes,
I want to make sure those other fucking ferrets don't kill my son.
I see.
His name is Orion. If you ever catch it lingering in the air.
I see. I'll do what I can to help.
You don't have to confront him personally, but I just don't want him hurt.
I'll watch. And if I have to, I'll act. At least it gives me something to do.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, again, I suppose it's not worth much, but good luck.
What a concept.